In June 2019, American rock climber Austin Powell died after an 80-foot fall while free soloing short off mountain in North Carolina. His life was a complex tapestry of intense passion, fearless risk-taking, and a very public struggle with profound mental health challenges. Far from a simple thrill seeker, Powell viewed free soloing, climbing without ropes or harnesses, as a form of therapy that quieted his tumultuous mind. A stumble or slip on an easier route, especially at lower heights, can still result in serious injury, such as broken bones or head trauma. On longer, multi-pitch routes, the chance of surviving a fall is minuscule. Gravity ensures a terminal velocity impact with the ground or rock face. Unexpected physical issues, like a cramp, muscle failure, or a sudden loss of grip, can cause a climber to fall. High winds, rain, or a sudden drop in temperature can drastically change the conditions of a climb, making holds slick and increasing the risk of a fall. Powell's affinity for heights was evident from a young age. Growing up in Friendswood, Texas, his mother recalled him climbing the tallest trees during games of hide and seek. His formal introduction to climbing came in 2006 as a freshman at the University of Houston, where he was captivated by the puzzle-like nature of the routes at the campus gym. This initial curiosity quickly evolved into an obsession, and he transitioned from the safety of indoor walls to the thrill of outdoor rock faces. In 2008, Powell had an accident at the university's indoor gym, falling 35 feet. A serious setback occurred in 2015 when a roped fall on El Capitan in Yosemite left him with a broken skull, wrist, and 5 fractured vertebrae. While the injuries were severe, the experience solidified his focus on free soloing, pushing him to pursue it with a newfound sense of purpose and intensity. Powell was unusually open about his battles with depression and bipolar II disorder, struggles he shared candidly on his blog, podcast The Process, and social media. For him, climbing was more than a sport. It was a form of self-medication that provided a rare sense of peace. As he wrote in a blog post, free soloing was the single best therapy he ever found for calming his mind. His approach to free soloing was a paradoxical mix of careful analysis and undercurrents of recklessness. He meticulously planned his climbs, meticulously rehearsing routes and developing a pre-flight checklist to account for every variable. Yet, he was also known for his idiosyncratic habits, including climbing without shoes or chalk, sometimes foregoing clothes entirely for a natural ascent. Despite his daring climbing pursuits and public mental health struggles, Powell was remembered by friends as a warm, generous, and witty person. He had an infectious enthusiasm for life and a strong desire to share his passion for climbing. He acted as a mentor to many, eagerly providing climbing routines and guidance to anyone he knew. His friends shared fond and often humorous memories. Photographer Ben Wu recalled Powell giving out mini Snickers from a puppy-shaped chalk bag to roped climbing parties. Other friends spoke of his impressive intellect, describing him as a brilliant problem solver who was both artistic and thoughtful. One friend, writing on his Facebook wall after his death, noted that Powell had tried to live transparently and struggled openly with demons, showing the way for others who struggle to follow. On the morning of Sunday, June 30, 2019, 31-year-old Austin Powell was climbing with photographer Ben Wu on Shortorf Mountain in Leanville Gorge. The two completed several routes, including Golden Rule, a multi-pitch 5.11. Wu had been documenting Powell's climb, and the pair parted ways after the session, with Powell opting to do a few more laps alone. Powell's last moments were witnessed by other climbers, Riley Collins and Jay Massey, who were on the nearby Dopey Duck route. Collins recalled hearing Powell yell, "No," before he slipped and fell 80 feet. The fall was captured by Powell's own GoPro camera, which investigators later reviewed. The footage revealed that Powell's foot slipped while he had both hands on the rock, and he was unable to regain his footing. Collins and Massey immediately rappelled down to Powell, finding him unresponsive. Despite their efforts to administer CPR, they could not find a pulse. Burke County Emergency Services were called to the remote location, and after a difficult retrieval operation, Howell was officially pronounced dead at the scene. Howell's death sent shockwaves through the climbing world, forcing a painful re-examination of the motivations behind free soloing. While his life ended in a fatal 80-foot fall, his legacy endures through the impact he had on others. His openness about mental health resonated deeply, and his teaching spirit inspired many to pursue their own climbing goals with greater passion. His black marble headstone is etched with a famous John Muir quote, "The mountains are calling and I must go," and the poignant inscription, "No fear of flying / Austin, free soloist." These words capture the dual nature of his life, a continuous search for peace and purpose in the wild, vertical world. It ultimately ended in a fall, but the story continues to resonate and inspire.